is Viennese Whirls. They're my favourite bun. They're my favourite. It's really good.
So we're on the road, aren't we? We're going to see our friend South Elmsall, Young Kong and his team.
Young Kong, is that his name?
Yeah, that's what Tip said they called him at Asda. Right. Dave Blake.
Kong, right?
Young Kong.
Mention that to him when we see him. It's more to watch. I mean, I like it. I like what they're doing at Elmsall, but it's more to watch Houghton. To be fair, we've got them on Wednesday night. They're probably the only side in league I haven't seen this year. So we'll have a look at what Houghton's about. We've got them twice before end of the season. But I'm sure. I think last week's video we at South Elmsall went down quite well.
They'll be chuffed to see us, won't they? I think.
Well, I think we might be a bit of a lucky charm for them. They've never lost while they've been filmed. So. And I suppose if we're looking, we'd like them to do us a bit of a favour today and get 3 points against Houghton. But as I say, it's more to see about what Houghton are about and see if we can pick any clues up about what they might bring on Wednesday night or at their place on Wednesday night.
Well, we're going to make kick-off then. Me and Billy have been stood. You said 1:15. Did he get delayed by some gardening or something?
No, I got home and room I've got my telly, and that's where grandkids generally stay. So kids' toy boxes in there. So
we're at a scene of carnage.
Well, Marcy and Theo weren't there, but Maria in her wisdom, because we hadn't got a game, decided that we're going to tidy the toy box out. So when I got there, there were one or two things out. Well, you couldn't see on the floor, you couldn't sit down. So I ended up having to stay and tidy up.
I'm just looking at time though. Are we going to get there for kick-off? What do you think?
Yeah, it's only 15 minutes, 20 minutes from here. It's not unless we hit traffic on bypass.
If we'd turned this road trip into an early one, we could have stopped at I don't know, for argument's sake, a pork pie shop or a fish and chip shop.
I think if Roman are watching, I think that if I pop in, they might offer us some sponsorship, because they must have got more mentions in last game against Epworth than they've had since they've opened. But we just drove past a nice fish shop in Wombwell at Tunstall Cross. I mean, I do like my fish and chips, and I think I mentioned this in one of the first videos we did. I'll sample. I'll take Jake's advice, and at some point I will sample Roman.
But it's I'm just thinking, obviously our videos, I like to think we've prided ourselves on tackling them big issues this season, and fish and chips is quite shops that are a very emotive subject, aren't they?
Better than pork pie. Fish
so
and chips are better than
is that
pork.
your favourite shop then, that one you've just mentioned?
I tend to go Summer Lane. I mean, I've always gone on Summer Lane. We're on about it this morning after walking football, and we were in our memory lane in 80s, which were best chip shops in Wombwell. I
mean, obviously, a lot of people who listen to this might not be aware. I'm not actually from Wombwell. Obviously, I live in Leeds, and I think the Skyliner in Colton's possibly one of the best ones in the. I think it's regularly voted best in Leeds or best in West Yorkshire. And then another popular one, which is sort of near where I live, Wetherby Whalers. They're quite big.
That one in Harry Ramsden's.
That's more like Guiseley, but I think that's I'm sure that's a Wetherby Whaler now. Have you ever been to Harry Ramsden's in Guiseley?
No, I've been to a few of his sort of shops.
I'll tell you who I've been. Well, I may have been in more than once, but only from memory. When I was about 11 or 12, my dad was a director of Bradford Park Avenue, and we had a commercial manager who was quite well known in the cricket circles as Jeff Cope. Do you remember Jeff Cope?
Yeah. No,
and we went out. It must have been school holidays, and we went with Jeff, because obviously Jeff's visually impaired, so obviously we had to drive. He didn't have the dog at the time, but we had to drive him around, obviously. So we went to a few of the like sponsors, like Air Valley Printers, it were called then. And when we finished the day, I think Jeff lives in Guiseley. We stopped. We said, "Oh, we'd have our tea or whatever." We had fish and chips with Jeff in the what at the time was Harry Ramsden's next to Guiseley's ground.
There you go. I did have some fish and chips at school yesterday, actually. I'd not took any. I not took my usual salad. Believe it or not, I like to have a salad at school.
Is that from your favourite dinner lady as well?
So yeah, they have a big game today. Bless her. She's caterer at Dern District.
Does she do fish and chips at Dern? Do they serve them?
She does either. On Fridays we have fish and chips on. Oh, I don't know. I think I know they do pie and peas. I don't know if they do fish and chips.
You know, that's what we should do. Open our own for home games. Open our own fish and chip restaurant. Maybe behind dugouts or something.
We could invite companies to come and have a fish off. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I think Jake could be up for that.
Well, he could
who's the other big eaters at the club?
His mate Scott's not bad. Scott Welburn, he can trough a little bit.
Local lad.
Local lad, Stocksbridge's 5th choice keeper or something. He needs something like that. Scott's not bad at that. Taff can nose bag. Taff's not bad. Titch, to be fair to Titch,
he knows how to eat.
To partake in a
we could have a few
takeaway.
We could have some Mr Kipling's as dessert maybe as well.
We could have main v food. We'll go off man v food. We could have main v food, and we could have a different. We'd
probably have more chance of getting that on rather than some first team games in a minute.
Well, to be
we wouldn't have to worry about rain, would we?
What we could do at minute, we could catch a few fish on the pond that is the pitch.
Well, I couldn't believe what it was like this morning. Underwater again.
It's not good, but let's hope for a few bright days. And at least I'm not stuck in the house. At least we can get out and watch somebody else. But that's where we're going. We're just going through Houghton. Well, just coming up to Houghton now. We're going through Houghton. Then I'll get tops down at Frickley. But we'll get there for kick-off, no problem. Get that for timing, Billy. James has asked me to get there on time. Sorry that we're 4 minutes before.
Yeah, but I once went to Golkart, completely true with this, and there was major traffic on M62, and I'd never been before. I got there and I don't show where ground were as well. I got there at 2:56, and paid me £5 admission and whatever. And thought, chuffed to bits, I've got here early. Missed chuffing first goal, referee kicked off 4 minutes early, didn't he? Well, I heard cheer from outside ground. I can't justify referees inadequacies, can I? All I can do, you've asked me to do a job, get me to the church on time. If you want bride, your husband or your wife would be happy to see you. But I've never forgiven that referee at Golkart for that. You going up there?
That's where Terry Park up there outside of that Blackman.
But you've played here in the past, haven't you?
I once played on here. I think Ronnie Glavin was manager.
Do you remember him? When you think about Frickley, 1980s, the biggest club in. Yeah. They finished second in conference. We played on here in a friendly, and I scored 2 actually. And one of them were a beauty from about 25 yards. And I think Ronnie was manager. Alright. What's this about Kong? I don't know what this Kong
Just some of the Portland medal, mate. It's got some of gorilla like.
So, we've got a question for you which we think you'll be able to answer, you're the man who'll know. What's the best fish shop in South Elmsall?
Fried tucks.
Do you go in?
Straight in.
People from Houghton, when we played there years ago, were always on about fried tucks.
Is it that little one down the side?
Yeah.
Shep at Houghton took me there. It is good that. I want to know what it'll call, but it took me
Anyway,
there.
get back.
Look after this end.
Cheers.
Does the mate love me now? I have to say it's the best goal I've ever seen.
Yeah, they all love me.
I was lying.
Is that your own Bielsa seats, Dave?
No, mate, I don't even know what they're there for. It's not far in though.
I think if they'd have been there last week, one of them might have got thrown.
recognised. Because that's why out is at Whitty. Yeah. That's why. No.
Country park up there, James. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, we could have had another walk into the park, couldn't we?
Ooh.
Will somebody go and get it?
Billy? Billy, are we sending you?
No, mate.
We'll get it, Bill. I'll give it case for car, put it straight in our boat.
Going goal, wasn't he? What do you think temperature at game at minute?
It's just heating up nicely, isn't it? Houghton have done well, to be fair. I'm quite impressed with him. Said he hit his hamstring. He's not offside.
What we're saying, game on, Teddy?
They're always going to score goals. I still fancy Elmsall to win, if I'm being honest. But Houghton have impressed me.
Reason he knows them all, doesn't he?
But I don't know why, because he's from Sheffield. That's him. Is Viennese Whirls. They're my favourite bun. They're my favourite. Obviously, you have your chocolate biscuit and I have to go for a gold bar. But your favourite, like, bun sort of thing, Viennese Whirl.
And he's making them.
Billy's. I says, I'm not having thee making that twirl with thy dirty finger.
So you're stopping buying them?
I'm not going to have a Viennese Whirl again.
But then said to me, but if you fetch me
If I get
some,
them for note to sample them,
I'll have some.
I want butter ones though, what melt when you.
He's not met Mr Kipling yet. Apparently he's been on holiday, apparently.
Was he on holiday?
Turkey.
What, having his tea?
Having tea.
He's having his tea. Alfie something to call him.
Alfie Stokes.
Oh.
So, if you're after a Battenberg, Lewis feels Dad's the man to go to, is he?
Apparently, he is Mr Battenberg.
He is Mr Battenberg, down and field.
Don't they need it? You know when they're at Battenberg, do they need a yellow one and a pink one, or do they mix? How's that? So what happens if they're colourblind? Can't they do Battenberg?
No.
Right, so what do they put there if they're colourblind? Viennese Whirls. What about?
You don't do angel slices, do you?
We do him, but not on my line.
Why that'd be a good fairy cake, mate.
I'm not fixing me at Viennese Whirls.
I think we're just Mr Simbin in here, is that right? I think he's been Simbin, has he?
What about?
What's happening here?
What about apple pies? Who does apple pies there now? I don't mind a apple pie.
H-plant.
H. What letter are that then?
W for Wales.
W for Wales. What is it?
So as painting.
Hold on, let me just check this then. So at Mr Kipling's, H is for W is for Whirls, which makes sense, but H is for apple pie. Yes. So how does that work?
I don't know.
Apple pie starts with A, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Happy pies. Happy
Happy apple.
So has the paint industry collapsed then?
Just for a bit.
So you're not going to be able to get any decorating done this year, are you?
No,
I've still got 2 tins in car, in shed.
You don't put them in your car, are you?
still get into
Running.
I've had that before. I've had a running with that.
Why?
Oh, hey up.
He's not local, is he?
Oh, good tackle, Jacobs.
Oh, do you know who that is?
He used to play for me, PJ, yeah. He's a nice kid, Paul Jacobs.
Don't Raffle, Terry.
I'll have some raffle tickets off the kid. How much are they?
What's prize?
Bottle of champagne.
Foot managing at month, I'll have £2 worth. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's spot on.
Bottle of champagne.
You can't say that Teddy Simon doesn't support the local football community.
I say, I do support him every time these players, we give him loads of gifts.
I'll have two as well.
You want to, no?
But hold on.
You made one mistake, sure, it first 10 minutes of the game, than you did in 180 minutes against us.
Terrible.
Everyone went out last night.
I've just heard. Stopped in Kirby, didn't
Well, we hope for that bit in.
it?
Why didn't you go out last week?
Went to watch that semi-final.
So how come you two aren't playing?
I've done my ACL.
Oh, he's garbage and I'm injured.
I've had what?
Is he any good though if he plays?
Play.
He just sells raffle tickets and
Exactly, yeah.
Oh no, we're all.
So you've got injured and now you come raffle ticket salesman?
Yeah, flagging me into it.
Yeah, but you're good, aren't you?
I never win.
I say it's only locals if they've got £2 out to me. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have to raid our lass's purse. I tell you what, I say, I'll show you what number it is because then we'll get you on camera when that comes and gives me a bottle. 723. That's that manager. That tell him that manager at month. That won a game for a month. They gave it me as a sim.
They must not be able to do it,
It's a
right?
competitive game, isn't it?
I think Houghton started off best, and I think Elmsall have finished half stronger. I think Elmsall will get back in.
I really like South Elmsall Club. They're real nice people, aren't they?
They're trying to things right. Competitive on pitch, some good lads off. It's nice to stand this side at rope and listen to some banter.
I think it's first time I've put more than the quid in for Raffle as well, so we do like them.
They're doing something right now.
Obviously, I did put £3 in at South Kirby, so I'd maybe have to call him back.
It must be at South. So last time I said, how much would you put if it were at Southampton?
Tough to know.
What about Southend?
Could be an expensive outing, couldn't it?
Is there any more Souths, Billy?
Have you ever been to
South
South?
Normanton.
Where's the furthest you've ever been for a game?
As a manager?
I'll tell you where we should go.
Gillingham.
We moan about fixtures in this league. What about Weymouth on a Tuesday night?
Where's Weymouth? That's right down
You've got to
south,
go
isn't
down and across. So I was 17 when we set off at 8 in the morning on 11th of March 2008. And when we drove back and got home at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was 18. That's when I spent 18th birthday.
Oh, you know what? I was just thinking, that's sad that you remember that date. But if it was your birthday, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
So you set off at 17 and got, so you could have stopped off for a pint after then.
We could have done, but we had it was right nightmare. So we set off at 8 in the morning. Well, we meant to set off at 8 in the morning. John Deasy told players wrong time, so we had to set up at 9. And we got to Weymouth, which is a 7 hour journey, and we got there at 7 o'clock.
You know what that way?
Farsley Celtic.
And how'd you go on?
Well, Andy Watson, do you remember him, play for Donny?
Yeah.
He got sent off controversially. Evans opened, and then we drew 0-0. And then, but ironically, they went in December, before I joined club. They stayed overnight. Evans opened at 2 in the morning.
Is he a sub Evans?
Which we're used to, aren't we? Game got called off, and they went all the way to Weymouth, and that's why we ended up going back on Tuesday. But I didn't go. I went around for the first one. How would you feel with that one?
I'd be rather upset if I'd done a 7 hour journey to find out when I got there game were off.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, yeah.
I'd blame Billy.
Would you blame
I'd blame Billy.
What, not looking at forecasts?
No, they said he's forgot umbrellas.
I'll have to start doing that on a Saturday, getting teams to stay over in Wombwell and then calling it off.
I tell you what I think we'll do for next, what we've got left, 8 games. Every week we've got to look at something we can blame Billy for. Because when we're having a go at Billy, it brings morale at team up. So from now on, every game we play, I'm going to look at something I can blame Billy for.
You know what we should start doing? You should arrange all stuff with Bib's cones and then remove some when his back's turned.
He'd know it.
Shall we turn up at Houghton Main on Wednesday with no kit or something? That'd
Blame me, mate.
go viral.
And borrow one of theirs.
Blame me, because all I can say, I've already told Terry, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Battenberg.
I'm working. I'm making Wales.
He's whirling.
So you're going to have to finally do something for the club and step in.
What do you want me to do? Bring me on Bibs? Oh, hang on. Oh,
big draw. We know he's legal. No, I'm not.
Go on.
Because no matter what happens, somebody will blame me for me not picking them out.
Don't look in.
Go on.
No look pass. There you go.
It'll be one more small thing again.
I was like, oh, I got 2.
Oh, topping then.
7-18.
Oh, it could be you.
Oh, you're joking. You're joking.
Is it you?
No, I picked 2 out. I put one back in. And what I put back in was mine. 7-2-3.
7-18.
7-2-3. I put back in.
7-18. Cheers, pal. 7-18.
It's all right, Gemma. I'll draw you out. For goodness sake. Put my own back in.
Gemma, what is it?
I can't believe it.
I feel like Terry's done wrong.
Oh, it's my sister-in-law. She's going to get me.
I drew 2
Champagne.
out.
Are you happy for her?
Oh, no.
Are you happy for her?
I drew 2 out, put one back in.
Put us back in.
Put mine back in and won it.
Dave be doing now then? What do you think? Is there any like teacups around on thing? How will he be doing his team talk?
Dave, he just told him to play simple. Stop trying to force it.
But does he get angry? Does he like some kind of like beast?
He's not an angry man, is he? No, he don't get angry. No. But, no.
Yeah.
Did he score his first career goal or something last
His
week?
first career goal was an header, didn't you, mate?
Was that alright, that video for you last week?
You're not scoring another. 2-2. You better get up and down here.
5 minutes from down. You go out at school, turn right, and it says. Tell you what, if he goes down there, there's a decision.
Keep the foot up again. Did 3 away when we played away.
Well, it's turned, hasn't it, this? Similar to last week, some respect.
3 minutes.
Honestly, well, 3 minutes. 2 games.
Second half, and they come on, and second half they started. Sorry, back end at first half, they looked as though they were playing well. We got some ribs from laughing at us last week.
What time did he get in?
No, he were working, he wasn't drinking. What's going to the semi-final?
You've been sat in front of somebody in maths, haven't you?
Teddy, does the transfer deadline also apply to Kitman? Do you fancy transferring Billy to him? They're losing balls, aren't they?
And then they'll transfer me out and Wombwell will lose balls.
I don't think we could afford to lose Billy. Especially if we get
What did you think when Rin said he was coming to sort you? Oh, you did? You thought I don't fancy this? Did you think I don't fancy this? But you'd come off as a sub, hadn't you? And then you shouted something, didn't you?
Yeah, a bit of ding dong. No, in it though.
I think that it took him. Missed up net. Oh, back heel.
Oh no, danger. Super sub here now.
Teddy, just check his name when he comes off. So did you know Keith who did the microphone here?
Only through like non-league games, and it must be 30 years ago because Maria were at Barnsley Hospital, and they were on her ward. And in fact, probably when I was playing, it must have been when I was playing, and he saw a name badge, obviously Maria Simon, and he said to her, "That's a strike." What a strike! and he said to her, you must be Terry or Paul's wife, obviously my brother. And she come home and told me she's all been talking to an nice bloke. So I knew him through him watching local football.
So if you were ever around Frickley, you'd speak to him, would you? Also,
yeah. Bridget used to just be at Frickley. Used to go.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what year he passed away, but I saw him a couple of times, and I remember saw him a year between, and he still remembered me through the Non-League Yorkshire website. And I remember him packing in. They did a big thing about him packing in as tannoy man retiring, and then I think he died maybe a month later. I was shocked too. I remember it at the time. But when you look at it, a true non-league sort of legend, isn't he?
Keep going, boys, he's coming!
What a bad touch. He won't have. It is Billy Goose. That's it.
Yes!
Fuck off! Must have sat there for 10 minutes.
See you in a minute, Robbo! Come on, Robbo! Get it!
Ginger cunt. It's O's here.
Goals in. Middle of the park.
Kill him!
Kill him!
Robbo,
he went to the lead from it.
back! Yes! Give me that! Hey! Fucking Ricky! That's a Ricky! Again!
12, you're fucking garbage! 12, you're
Who's puncher? Who's puncher? I'll punch you.
We'll put it on tomorrow.
No, other way.
If they're scoring out,
Get up. Get up. Finish.
He's been well.
Oh, hit that.
How many times?
There's a camera here.
This game's
Well, he said he got heated early on. What would he say now?
Get him tell Babs.
It's warming up now. To be fair, we've played 49 minutes, so the last 5 minutes has been about 1 minute of, 30 seconds of play. At rest has been brawls. Or scuffles, shall we say.
Do you think I'm Madam one?
Oh dear. What a save. What a save.
Scores 100 out of 1.
I thought that was a goal.
Not related, sir.
Get it in. Get it in the mix.
Good Nate.
You got Mark.
You know what this reminds me of? The Ulterbridge game. How long's he had it on now?
9, 8.
Oh, it's up there with Ulterbridge, isn't it? This.
Down for injuries, though. You twat. That's it. 8. Come on.
Well, what do you think, Terry? We picked the right game?
I've enjoyed that. It was entertaining. A little bit of everything. Goals. Couple of scuffles. Couple of contentious decisions. I've enjoyed it.
Plenty of. First time we've seen a lot of added time other than free Wombwell Main, certain Wombwell Main games.
Played 9 minutes of it. There were a lot of injuries, weren't there? Probably right there.
No, I think that's been a good road tripping exercise, wasn't it?
I've enjoyed it.
We've just got to hope that we get some actual Wombwell Main games on. We hope that all our subscribers have enjoyed a bit of a different theme for today. The last road tripping video went well, so we've tried a bit different today.
Which one, last one?
Swinton, wasn't it? Dodder.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time we did one, but we've tried it.
They mentioned that one yesterday, last night I went to watch odd, I think, semis, and a couple of mentions. I mentioned to Sam Scribb, I said, do a bit of magic, I said, so I can talk about you. He says, I can't dodge on this pitch, so the pitch got a bit heavy. So
yeah, we'll have to maybe going into hopefully we'd like to think that we'll be playing every night at week now for the next 6 weeks, so we won't have time for any road tripping, you'd like to think.
I'm sure I'll get a game somewhere. I'm going tomorrow to watch Sheffield Senior Cup final.
I can't make it. We could have done, in hindsight, we could have filmed that if I'd been able to make it. That'd have been a good one, wouldn't it?
Good luck to Westville. I hope lads who are playing for not just for Westville, I hope they all do well. It should be a decent final.
Yeah.
One of my old lads from youth, Danny South, will be playing for Scorthorpe, and quite a lot at Westville lads have played for me, so hopefully they'll get a good result. Yeah,
and then hopefully we'll just get them like 2 games on this week, and then move towards end of season. Which
two big games: Monday away to Gorber, who I went to watch yesterday, and Wednesday away to Houghton, who we've just been to see. So gives a little bit of an insight on what them two sides are going to be all about. 2 tough games, and hopefully we can get good results and push on to end of season.